Okay, here we are again. Everybody's coming up here again. All right, come on. Oh, I just came in from outside. Oh, here, look at the camera. Look at the camera. All right. Well, my brother Ron finally got on a flight on the way back home from the Azores, but he has a 14-hour layover in Boston on the way back, so he's really not going to be back till tomorrow. That's how these flights work. Sometimes he only has an hour or two for a layover. This time here is 14 hours. So luckily, we do have a relative. One of our cousins is who lives in Boston. In fact, he's an Uber driver, so it works out even better. He gave my brother a ride from the airport to his house, so it actually worked out pretty good for him. But yeah, so he'll be back. He's going to end up taking a rental car from SFO, and then he's going to drive back this time. The last time, he was able to actually get a cheaper flight from Reno to San Francisco. So this time here, he said, yeah, it was actually just about as cheap to drive, so he's going to get a rental car. But this time, in this video, I'm going to show you some of the voltages on this breadboard power supply I made, because I don't think I ever showed what the voltages were compared to what they should be and what they are. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're close. And you can adjust some of them, so it's a variable supply to some for some of the lower voltages, not the higher ones. So anyhow, I'm going to show you that, and well, I'll just show you that right now. I gotta get this dog off to do it. So I'm going to use my good old Fluke. Let's see, 111. Yeah. My Fluke 111 meter, and let's see, first put the supply in. There we go. Power supply plugged in, and doggy's running away, and we shall go over here and tilt down and zoom in on the power supply over the meter, so you guys can see the voltages. So let's see, well, let's get a little closer. Closer still. Alright, now, but the thing is, will you be able to see it? That's the question. So I'll have to maybe prop it up like this. Yeah, I think so. What can we use? See, will a box work? I think it will. Okay, so there we are. Let's see, I'll set this on DC volts. It's AC. And there's DC volts. And the supply is on. It's plugged in. Unfortunately with this, they never did put a switch on it. I don't know why. Alright. And according to the sheet, we have, let's see here. A is a filament supply, so that's this one back here, down here. So that's variable from 1.2 to 6 volts. And why it isn't 12, I don't know. B, for the B plus, are these on this side, and those would be 22 volts, 45, 67, 90, and 135. And then C goes from 0 to 22 volts, and C is up here on the top. So let's see. Well, let me go backwards first. Let's try C. See what happens. All right. There's C, and it's up all the way to 22 volts right now. Let me hold on to this, and I will crank it backwards. 4 volts. Well, 0.680. You go way down there. Yeah, it jumps around a bit, but if I get my hand out of there, it'll stop. So that works pretty well. So it's 0 to 22 volts on that one. Let's see. B plus. What we got here? Let me start with there. This should be 22 volts. It is 22.32. Okay. Hopefully you can see that. The next one should be 45. And it's 43.16. Okay, so it's close. Not too bad. Next one should be 67. 64.10. Okay, we have to adjust that a little bit, but pretty close. Now the next one should be about 90. And it's 85, so it's about 5 volts low. And then the next one should be 135. Oop, thing on there. And actually it's a little high, it's 138. So, yeah. Okay, so what's this down here on A? Let's go down to back to A here. And that should be the, it's 7 volts right now. Is that one? Not 6 for the filament. So it's close enough. With a load on it, it'll drop down. So, yeah. So pretty much, if you look at this board, everything is where it's supposed to be. I mean, there's nothing off on it at all. And it's a bigger shot of it. But yeah, the hardest part putting these things together is getting all these diodes, making sure it's anode to cathode all the way around, so that you get those lined up right. If you don't get those lined up right, your voltages are going to be off. Not to mention you're not going to be able to see much DC volts there either. So that's pretty much worked out pretty well. So anyway, there you are. It does work. Every single one works. So it's the way it's supposed to be. So, and this will be used for my 1920s radios. I have, 1924, 26, and 28 for all the years. So that's what this is going to be used for, to test all those out. So there we are. And that's going to be it for now. See you guys later.